Good evening, Valley Oaks families. Welcome to our virtual back to school night. I am Mr. Nelson, I'm the school principal, and this is Mrs. Marquez, our school assistant principal. We want to thank you for participating in our back to school night today. We do have some items that we want to share with you about the school, and teachers will then share some information with you about your children's classes.
Muy buenas noches, familias de Valley Oaks. Gracias por participar en nuestra noche de regreso a clases virtual. Él es el director, el señor Nelson. Yo soy la subdirectora, Laura Márquez. Vamos a compartir con ustedes puntos importantes sobre el año escolar.
All right, Valley Oaks parents, we're out here in front of the school here at Valley Oaks, and we're in front of one of the entrance gates to the school. So these are the gates that our students enter in the morning. This gate, as well as the gates on the other side of the building, students can enter them at 7:45 in the morning. That's when they open. If students come to wanting breakfast, they can actually arrive at 7:30 a.m. using the gates that are over by the cafeteria, and those will open at 7:30 a.m. for breakfast. All other will arrive here at the front of the school, and the gates will open at 7:45 in the morning. Now there is a lot of congestion out here in front of the school, especially as we get to like 7:50, 7:55. We strongly encourage you to bring your kids to school as early as possible, around 7:45. The later you get to 8 o'clock, the higher the chance your student of being late or tardy for school. There's also another entrance on the east side of the school on 2nd Street, and students can also enter the school over on 2nd Street and come through the gates on that side of the school as well. Now, we also want to remind you that for health and safety reasons, parents are to remain on this side of the gate in the morning, dropping students off, and in the evening or in the afternoon, picking their students up, with the exception of our TK and our kinder students.
Familias de Valley Oaks, nos encontramos enfrente de la escuela, cerca de una de las puertas por las que pueden pasar los estudiantes, empezando a las 7:45. Se abren todas las puertas a esa hora. Si un estudiante quiere comer, quiere desayunar, puede pasar por las puertas enfrente de la cafetería a las 7:30 de la mañana. Esas puertas se encuentran cerca del lote de estacionamiento. Si no van a comer, entonces deben de esperar hasta las 7:45 para pasar por estas puertas. Hay mucha congestión enfrente de la escuela. Por las mañanas, por favor, salgan temprano de su casa si es posible para que los estudiantes lleguen a tiempo. Considere también que los estudiantes usan la entrada este de la escuela en la calle 2, en la calle segunda que se encuentra en ese lado de la escuela. Por razones de salud y seguridad, todos los padres deben esperar en este lado de las puertas por la mañana y por las tardes al recoger a sus hijos. Gracias.
Okay, parents, here we are in the Valley Oaks cafeteria, and we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about student health. Student health is very important, especially during these times, and we want to make sure, first and foremost, if your student has any type of symptoms, please have them stay home. If we notice here at school that they have any type of symptoms, we will call you to come pick up your child. We want to make sure that all students are as safe as possible, and we follow a symptom and quarantine decision flow chart that all of the schools in Sacramento County follow. It's the Sacramento County Public Health flow chart. This flow chart is also available on our district website. While we're here at school, we want to make sure that while we're indoors, we're wearing our masks. When we're outdoors, masks are optional for students and for adults and staff. When they're in the cafeteria like this, obviously when they're eating, their masks will be off. And we have set up here at the cafeteria table spots where the students will sit. They'll each sit in front of a sit here sticker, approximately 3 feet or so away from each other as they eat. Again, student health is very important to us, and we'll be in contact with you if anything should arise with your student.
Aquí estamos en la cafetería de Valley Oaks y queremos compartir con ustedes información importante sobre la salud estudiantil. Si hay síntomas de enfermedad, el estudiante se debe de quedar en casa. Si un estudiante se llamaremos para recoger a su estudiante. Nosotros estamos siguiendo una gráfica de síntomas y cuarentena que todas las escuelas están siguiendo. Y esta gráfica viene de Salud Pública del Condado de Sacramento y se puede encontrar en el sitio web del distrito. Sobre las mascarillas, mientras que los estudiantes y los adultos estén adentro, se requieren mascarillas. Cuando están afuera, son opcionales. Cuando están aquí en la cafetería, claro que no van a estar comiendo con sus mascarillas, pero los tenemos a los estudiantes separados y pueden ver estas calcomanías en todas las mesas para mantener ese espacio entre los estudiantes mientras que estén comiendo.
Okay, Valley Oaks parents, a very important part of the school year will be the communication that you have between the teacher and yourself. There are ways that our teachers have established systems of communication that works best, and it's usually through an app. So some of our teachers will use an app called Seesaw, others will use an app that's called Class Dojo, and some of them will also use an app called the Remind app. And they can be downloaded onto your phone, and they're apps that look just like this, and you can communicate in English or in Spanish with your teacher.
Padres de Valley Oaks, una cosa muy importante es mantener el contacto con el maestro o maestra de su hijo o hija durante todo el año escolar. Hay maneras diferentes de que se pueden poner en contacto con los maestros. Una de las maneras principales es bajar aplicaciones en el teléfono. Las aplicaciones principales se llaman Remind, Class Dojo y Seesaw, y se pueden comunicar en inglés o en español a través de estas aplicaciones.
As a school, there are going to be a number of times where we're going to want to communicate with you as parents. So the main ways that we will communicate with you is through what we call Blackboard Connect, and that will send you as families, it'll sometimes send you a phone call, sometimes with my voice. Also an email. Make sure that you have registered your email with us so that you can get that email. We'll also send text messages. And we also have a school Facebook page that we invite you to look at. Occasionally we put up announcements and pictures on the Facebook website, as well as our own Valley Oaks school website. So there are various ways in which we put announcements out and information out to you as parents, and we invite you to be diligent in looking at those messages as you receive them.
Van a haber muchas ocasiones durante el año en que tenemos que proveerles información y hay maneras diferentes de hacer eso. Una manera es a través del correo electrónico. Por favor, asegúrese de que tengamos su correo electrónico correcto. También pueden recibir textos por su teléfono. Tenemos una cuenta de Facebook de nuestra escuela y un sitio escolar que pueden visitar para recibir más información.
Parents, we also have a new student information system at Valley Oaks this year. It's actually district-wide. It's called Synergy. And through this student information system, you as parents will be able to go in and check the grades of your student at any time. We're currently working on the process to get you that information so you can log in. As soon as we have that information, we'll send it out to you on a piece of paper so that you'll know how to log in and check your students' grades.
Tenemos un nuevo sistema de información y calificaciones para los estudiantes, se llama Synergy, y hay un programa que se llama Vista de Padres de Synergy, y a través de ese programa ustedes van a poder ver las calificaciones de su hijo o hija actualmente, y muy pronto van a recibir información para que puedan accesar ese portal de padres para mantenerse informado de cómo va su hijo o hija en clases.
Okay, Valley Oaks parents, you have already received at home through your child's teacher a packet that looks like this. It says superintendent's message on the front. Within the packet, there are a number of forms that need to be filled out. Some of them are required forms for certain grades. Some of them are required for everyone. They include emergency card information, so emergency contacts. They also include food service verification forms. Now, everyone will get free breakfast and a free lunch this year, and we want that to continue next year. So these forms that are found in here need to be filled out and turned in with your child to the teacher as soon as possible, especially for the verification form for lunches. Your student will actually get a prize when they turn that form in. So please go through the packet if you haven't already. It's in English and in Spanish, and turn in the forms that are required and send them in with your students so they can turn them into their teacher.
Ya recibieron un paquete de formas importantes que se mandó a casa al principio del año. En el paquete hay formas que se requieren entregar, otras que son opcionales. Pero por favor revise el paquete, llene las formas y entrégalos lo antes posible, especialmente la tarjeta de información para emergencias. También hay un formulario de verificación de servicio de alimentos y los estudiantes que entregan esa forma recibirán un premio. Todos van a recibir almuerzo y desayuno gratis. Entonces es muy importante que entreguen esas formas.
Okay, so Stinger families, we are hoping for a great year this year. We're definitely hoping that it's better than last year, right? We are going to calendar different school activities throughout the year in hopes that we'll be able to have them. Of course, we will monitor the situation with health and safety and let you know if any of them need to be changed or canceled, but we are hoping to have regular activities at the school throughout the year. We ask you to please be in contact with your child's teacher for any questions that you may have, and also feel free to contact either one of us here at the school. Thank you very much and have a great evening.
Familias de Valley Oaks, esperamos tener un año mucho mejor que el año pasado. Sí vamos a planear actividades escolares con la esperanza de tenerlos todos. Por favor, pónganse en contacto con el maestro de su hijo o hija para cualquier pregunta y no dude en ponerse en contacto con cualquiera de nosotros. Gracias y muy buenas noches.